G'day guys, Troy Kilogoski here and welcome to another episode of K Brothers Pythons. Our 2013 breeding season is just about behind us now. We've hatched out 3/4 of the eggs, and on the very first show we told you that we were going to go through and show you guys as we grew. We had the one rack here, we're putting a couple of animals into it, Miller. That was cool, but yeah, we're a couple of episodes in now. The rack's starting to fill up with some critters, it's all looking cool, and today's the day to show you guys what we've actually produced out of the 2013 season. I hope you guys get a kick out of today's show. In episode 3, you guys would have seen us cut our very first ever clutch of sunglow carpet pythons. We were struggling a bit as to which ones were the sunglows, which ones were the normal albinos. A couple of sheds later, we can see the difference. We also want to show you some of the other animals that were in the clutch, seeing as though she was a 4-way split. The first one that we want to show you is this little het for albino carpet python. Second one on the block, I'll pull him out from in here. It's a little caramel het for albino carpet python. Little double gene animal. Cool. Next one. This is where things got a bit tricky. Which ones were the albs? Which ones were the sunglows? Well, this one here, this is one of the little albinos, and this is what we were shooting for, guys. This is the prize, our little sunglow carpet python. So, in the egg, we couldn't really see which one was which. A couple of feeds, a couple of sheds later, we can definitely pick the sunglows now. We'll go through, we'll get some close-up footage of these guys, plus we'll also show you a few of the other animals that we produced in the 2013 breeding season. Alright guys, it's jungle jag time, and you know how I love me jungle jags. Come here, sweetheart. Now this little girl here, she's one of our little 50% jungle jags. She's from a line that we've been working on for quite a few years now, and we want to take full advantage of some of the animals that we have in our collection to show you how they do start off as a black and white hatchling, but then at 12 months of age, they start looking pretty cool. At 2 years of age, pristine animals. So we'll go through, we'll show you them. You might have seen them on the last episode that we done, but hey, they're jungle jags, they're worth another look. We'll also show you a few of the other animals that we produced in the 2013 breeding season.
Okay guys, now Troy's given you a few updates on some carpets and some olives, so now I'm going to show you some real snakes, some black-headed pythons. Now you remember these from episode 4, these were the ocelots pre-shed that we were showing you. Now you can see now that the shed, they're a lot yellower. I mean, I'm not sure if that, as always, if that can pick up that colour, that camera, but the background's no longer white, it's yellow, and that's what happens with a lot of the black-headed pythons that you get out of the egg that are white. They're a bit biting, a little bit flighty. That'll calm down with age to a degree. But I'll explain a little bit about the ocelots. As I said, the ocelot started with just a few spots on the side, just the odd one on the spine. But through here you can see this getting more and more that coming up closer to the top of the spine. Now the idea is to replace the whole animal with spots all over it. ocelots I should say. We'll take this little one out here. Now this is the snake that got the most airtime on the day. You can see why, it's a stunning little snake, but that's got the gold on it through it as well. I'll show you that gold in a sec. I'll just spin him around so I can get a few of that ocelots as I did on episode 4. Come on, move for me here, buddy. You can see that stripe down the tail as Troy just panned onto there as well. I'll ball him up if he's not too cranky. Come here, buddy. I'll show you that gold. Now, if you remember, that gold appears fairly light as hatchlings, but as they shed, as they have their first shed and further sheds onwards, it gets darker and darker. Now, it pulls up at a dark red, but it does increase as they get older. Blackheads are usually at their best at 2 years of age, so these guys have still got a long way to come. We'll get this guy back in and we'll show you a few close-up images, a few close-up shots of these animals by themselves. Alright guys, while we're in here, we'll get a few more blackheads out to show you. Now these are 3 random little hatchlings that we took out of the rack to show you guys. You can see we threw a little red and yellow one here for you guys, just show you a bit of that contrast of that black. We'll start with that one actually. We've been breeding these reds for a fair few years and they're just getting better and better with age, as with any generation or selectively breeding does. You can see underneath a little bit of white on the ventrals there, but you can see how vibrant it is just on the sides of the body here, you know. So, as I said, blackheads appear their best at 2 to 3 years of age. So you can only imagine this thing at 2 year of age. I mean, it'll glow. They literally glow when you put fluoro on them. Now, this little one here, sorry guys, is a tiny bit of reduced pattern just down the spine there. We've got a male that's behind me actually that's got a fair bit more than that. But you can see it's a missing pattern. That's why we call it reduced pattern, a simple descriptive term. Now this is a clutch mate beside it, this one here. Now I said earlier that a lot of these blackheads appear white as a hatchling pre-shed, and then post-shed they get more yellower. But this thing here is yellow already, so it should shed in the next few days. So it'll be interesting to see how this thing looks post-shed.
Well, there you go guys, there's just some of our favourite animals that we produced in the 2013 breeding season. This boy here, he was lucky enough to be dad of 1 or 2 of those blackheads that you're seeing on today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and again, feel free to leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching guys.